everyone, welcome back. It's Uncle Destiny here. It's time for our readings for the month of March. Sorry if this video is a little late arriving on March. Had some delays in being able to set apart for our video recording. So this is going to be our reading for the month of March. Now March is a very big month because we're going to be transitioning out of winter and into spring. Now that should be happening around the spring equinox, which should be around the 20th to anywhere from the 20th to the 22nd of the month. So we're going to be shifting seasons, which also means we shift energy and into the aspects of things that are going to be growing. So our reading is going to be focusing on what this month is going to be bringing in for growth and seeing what the ancestors and spirits have to say for that. Now, since for some of you who weren't part of the reading, may not have looked at some of the older videos, I thought it might be good to reintroduce some of the materials here. So obviously we have the bones. But we also have a piece of copper. Now copper is a good transmitter, and in the reading it usually is associated with the divine energy that is being transferred, connected to, that is being funneled into our life and into the reading itself. So copper is an indicator of the divine connection. So in this reading we're going to be adding another new piece, and that is this. It's a piece of quartz. Now quartz is another one of those conducting elements and such, first from the crystal family. Now also in relation to African belief, this one is part of the mineral family rather than the metal family. And mineral in this case is often associated with memory and recording of history and thoughts of the past. So what this one should hopefully tell us is more about how the effects of the past, how the memories of the past are relating to the situation that's going on with what the bones read. So with that in mind, alright, so we definitely had some go flying off the reading surface, and any of those that don't land on the reading surface are not part of the reading. Yep. Alrighty. So, what we're seeing here in our primary bones, which are home, work, and family, and with the way they're splattering out, they very much remind me of a flower that's just opening up when you're looking at it from the side. Now, positioning wise, they're also in a sort of an ascending. They're all going in multiple directions, but they're coming from a common point. And what's coming in this next month is recognizing that we're going to be going related to work, related to your home, whether you're staying in your present home or moving on from there, or making it, redoing it, say the remodeling, and also in relation to your family, are all coming from a very central idea. Now, what that central idea is something that still has yet to be seen. Now, the copper piece is here very much next to the home piece, or I should say the work piece, so that what you're doing in work is very much connected to the divine, and very much focused on what and its relationship with the divine is. So if you ever feel that moment where, how can I put it, some say that if you're at peace when you're in a moment of chaos, then you're in the place you're supposed to be. You're looking for those moments, you're looking for the messages that were the divine, the ancestors, the gods, and all of them are saying you're in the right place at the right time doing the right thing. Which you're always doing, but you're looking more for that confirmation, and you're going to be seeing that more in this next month with what's coming here. And there's also the divine energy helping push through that you can call on, and especially associated mostly with your work. Now with the home and family bone, like I said, they're all coming out of a central point. So it's the question of what the central idea is. Is it a central idea around family? Is it a central idea around what you're doing for work? Is it a central idea about what project you're creating? Is it something that will prove to be financially sound and provide you with income and work from that? Is it something that's going to provide for your home, or you're going to have to change in how your home is handled, such as turning your home into your office or to your production factory, depending on what you're doing? And then your family. Are you engaging family members in helping you set up this new office, set up this new production line? Or are you having to put boundaries between them so that their lives and so forth aren't being spilling over into what's going on with work, and vice versa, so that the sanctity and focus of what you're having as your family and your family's goals are staying there and staying centered. And much of that is also seen too in the other support bones around it, because it's very much a lot of the spinal and rib cage. So definitely involving inspiration and air, but also the backbone, the structure, the thing that holds up everything else. So this new month and this new period is really going to be about blossoming into what is the new structure. Now, with the new spring season comes, we also restart the seasonal year. So we're going into a new version of a new year. That the seasonal year starts over with spring, much like we just recently had Chinese New Year, and earlier the calendar New Year. Now, the other bones around here, we have this one, our splintered rib bone, and it shows that conflicts are going to be at a distance. And you want to keep them at a distance. You need to focus on what that central idea that is blossoming. Doesn't mean you shouldn't know what fights and arguments are going on around you. You just want to keep them remember that they are over there, not here where you are. And that's also, we've got these two here, which are support bones, but one of these is one's also like a shoulder bone. So it's rounded lower edge, so it's part of the joint. It's about the movement. So there's definitely going to be a period about understanding some of the movement. You want to be flexible, but you also want to make sure that you're flexing around a central idea, rather than just going left, right, center in all directions. So we bring ourselves to our new piece of quartz. Quartz, which is sitting here at the edge of the reading surface. And as I said, it's about memory and the past. So in this next month, you're going to be dealing with issues of the past, of memory. Not only how those memories can help you, but how they're presently affecting you now. The thing about memory is that, and things in the memory, is sometimes we live in them. And if we live in them too much, we don't take care of what's going on in the moment, or what's being built in the future. Now, since very much we have the symbol here of the blossoming flower, it's about what is being bloomed, what is being created. But it's what can we use in the memories of the past to help us in that blooming, in that growth, rather than let that period be what defines us. We also have these three smaller bones over here, which are hovering off slightly to the side, and they remind me very much of like the pollen, or the bee that is the pollen that's being emitted into the air, and the bee that's coming in to pick up the pollen from the flower. So it's also showing the winds are involved, either by the wind carrying the pollen, or the bee traveling on the wind to pick up the pollen as well. So the winds of change are coming, and it's also about producing something new. So use memory, use thoughts of the past to understand what you're doing now and how what you're building in the future, but do not live in the past. Do not let your past be the sole thing that defines your identity. This time is about rebirth and change, something new. So, what are you birthing new with the wisdom of the past and the path that could not be taken in the past? So you have a chance to go down the other path and take the other decisions that couldn't be taken then. And that's one of the lessons that memory can teach us. So, with that, We thank the ancestors, and I ask you to look back and see what our readings for April are going to be. But this is Uncle Destiny, and may the ancestors be with you and bless you. Ashe.